Hi Tori, my name is Nyandra Conrad, and here is a full website audit video for Reading Vision Care. We're going to compare your website versus your main competitor. There are four main things I wanted to cover here today. First is the Google Map Pack, second is your website content, and third are backlinks. So make sure to stay to the end of this video because I'm going to show you how you can potentially have 30 new clients every month. So the only thing I ask from you guys is some feedback. Please reply to this email and let me know if you found this helpful. And if you can also let me know if you're interested in knowing next steps for this opportunity, I'd love to help you guys out. So let's get to it. So when a customer is searching for a service, they usually Google it. And I went ahead and searched up Optometrist in Redding, California, because that's where you're located. And the section right here that you see is what we call the Google Map Pack. And to the left of that are Google Business Profiles, or what we call GBP for short. As you can tell, Google only boosts the top 3 businesses in the area, and that's why you want to optimize your GBP, right? Because you want to appear on these top 3 spots when people are searching for optometrists in Redding, California. And this is literally where most of the traffic and sales go to. So I'm going to give you some tips on how you can do that. So I actually found you guys on the second page of Google, so around the 20th spot of Google. So you want to make sure that you add more photos to your GBP so you can rank higher, right? You want to have 100 plus photos on your GBP. And that sounds like a lot, but honestly, the more photos you have, the better it is, but you want to shoot for 100. So in terms of reviews as well, the second thing you need to focus on are reviews. You want to make sure that you add reviews on a consistent basis. So definitely encourage your customers to leave reviews on your GBP, or if you have reviews on outside sources like Yelp and Facebook, add that to your GBP as well, and that's going to boost your rankings. The third thing I wanted to mention here is what we call a citation. So a citation is just basically your business name, address, and phone number. And you want to take that information and register it in famous sites like Yelp and BBB, right? There are other citation sites out there that you want to put your business into, but the more that you have out there, the better it is for your business. So you do want to have more citations than your main competitor because that's going to make you higher on this ranking right here, okay? So definitely work on your citations. So now that you know a little bit about how the map pack works, the section below that is what we call organic search. And this is where 70% of your business comes from. And that's why you want to optimize your website, right? So let's take a look at your website. So this is your website right now. And I actually love that you guys put personal photos on here. It makes it a lot more personable. So great job on that. My first critique for you guys is your website content. So any of the words that you find here are counted as website content. And you do want to have 1,500 to 2,000 words of content on your website. And now that does sound a lot, but within that word count, you want to include as much buyer intent keywords. So what is a buyer intent keyword? A buyer intent keyword is just basically what your potential customers are searching for on Google when they're looking for your service. An example of that is optometrist in Redding, California, right? You can even be more specific to the services you offer. You can say eyeglasses, Redding, California, right? You want to take all those buyer intent keywords and add that to your website with content, of course, so that you can start ranking for those keywords. And so when customers are looking for example, optometrist Redding, California, you're going to appear on that search term. And that's what you want, right? So I hope that made sense. Now I'm going to pull up my web crawler program to show you what's happening on the back end of your website and how you're faring with your competition. So these are your numbers right now. And unfortunately, you guys aren't using any of the buyer intent keywords that we talked about, meaning that when people are searching for an optometrist in Redding, California, you guys aren't showing up. And that's why I wanted to shoot this screencast, is to let you know that you got to start ranking for those keywords if you want to be found. And your main competitor actually has 612 of those buyer intent keywords on their website, and that's why they're ranking first on Google. So definitely take a look at what these keywords are using and add your content around those keywords to target them and add that to your website. It's going to help your organic search. So the next number I wanted to talk about are backlinks. So backlinks is just basically a link from a separate website that links back to your website. Now, it is a huge credibility factor for Google as well because they see these backlinks or these websites vouching for your business, like raving about, oh, Red Eye Care CA is so great, or Reading Vision Care is so great. That's what these backlinks are doing, right? So when you think about it, when Google sees 125 websites vouching for Reading Eye Care versus they see 0 websites vouching for Reading Vision Care, which is your business, then of course they are going to boost Reading Eye Care more, right? Because they're using those buyer intent keywords, and there's also 125 websites vouching for them. And I really hope that made sense and gave you a clearer focus on what you need to do so you guys can start bringing in more leads for your business. Because right now I do see that you are bringing 0 traffic from your website. Like no one is seeing your website at all in the internet, and that is a huge problem for your business. So let's tie this all together. Now that you know a little bit about how this works, let's just say that you start implementing the things that you learned today and that Reading Vision Care is ranking first on Google, right? Well, this is the amount of traffic that's going to be coming into your website. Around 600 new people clicking on your website because your website is now searchable, right? It appears right there when people are searching for optometrist. So 612 people are visiting your website. Of course, not everyone who clicks on your website become clients. So let's just say 10% of that are buyer intent leads, meaning that 61 people are actually interested in knowing your services. That's 61 new people or new prospects for you guys calling like, oh, how much does it cost to get my teeth whitened, right? And of course, not every inquiry will become clients. So let's just say like half of those people become clients. That's 30 new clients every month just from ranking organically. And this is not paid search. You don't have to pay for anything to get to the top of Google. You just have to optimize your website through the things that we talked about. So this is the potential of organic search. And I really hope this helped and this gave you value. I'm all about giving value to my customers because I just want you to understand how this all works so that you don't spend too much money on paid search and not understanding what it does for your business, because I've definitely seen a lot of people do that, and unfortunately it does not work out good for them because they don't know what they're doing, right? And they're just wasting their hard-earned money on paid search, and it just breaks my heart. So I really hope this made sense to you. And in the beginning of this video, I asked for feedback, so please let me know if you found this helpful, and if you can also let me know if you're interested in knowing next steps for this opportunity. I'd love to lay out an exact plan on how we can renovate pretty much your website so that you can be found on Google and have an extra 30 new clients every month, right? Another thing to note here is this is just for one keyword. There are many things we can do to increase your traffic, which is, for example, we can also have you ranking for your service areas, meaning areas close to Reading or the outskirts of Reading. We can also do that for you so that you can keep bringing in more leads to your business. And that is literally the number one thing you need to create a sustainable business. So I hope this made sense. Again, my name is Neandra Conrad, and thank you so much for watching this video.